Hey, what's up, everyone? I guess I muted myself. Oh. But I'm here. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I had a great weekend. My Philadelphia Eagles are in the Super Bowl, which I'm really excited about. I got Azora Hype t-shirts, and yeah, I got some tea for you guys. I got a pretty interesting spoon in here that I'm stirring it around with, making it nice and fresh, some actual fresh mint. So thank you for. I realized all of a sudden that I wasn't. That I'm good to go. That was me. I muted myself. Everyone, cheers. No technical difficulties. We're good. We're good. We're good. How's everyone doing? Here's the T-shirt, everyone. The Azora Hype T-shirt that this went on sale. I actually had some go on sale last week, but then I've actually announcement. I got them in all a bunch of like 5 or 6 different colors for guys and girls. We got Azora Hype mugs too now. Azora Hype stickers and mugs too. So pretty excited about that. But if you are interested in T-shirts, description of this video, they are for sale now, and basically they, the proceeds go towards helping the channel, going towards event like Con and Thrones and stuff like that, and part of the t-shirt goes back to the artist Blaze Mega as well. So what's going on, everyone? How was everyone's weekend? Everybody have a good weekend? I did. It was pretty sweet. Of course, we got the new podcast episode out on Friday. All of your feedback has been amazing. You have been saying that you've been really, really enjoying the podcast, which makes me and Gemma really happy. We have like our next 4 episodes planned out after this week even, which is pretty awesome. We have a Q&A coming up this week, and that'll be on Gemma's channel. So all the questions that all of you have been asking in the comment section and that you want answered, we're going to do a nice Q&A session, which is going to be really fun. You guys have been loving the bonus content on Patreon as well. That's been super fun. I know we get pretty silly in those, and we like to laugh a lot. As you know, me and Gemma love to have fun, so that's been really fun as well. And then I released my Jamie Azora High video yesterday, which was something that I've been thinking about for a while after the research I've been doing. Jamie Lannister being one of the best possibilities for being that Azora High type figure in the end for the Song of Ice and Fire in the Game of Thrones. Yeah, I really enjoyed making that Jamie video. I'm going to do a lot more videos like that where I kind of deconstruct their arc and then, try to predict where they may go because of all the choices that they made. But it's really interesting. I think I'm going to make an Azora High video, like talking about how there isn't any Azora High, and basically Azora High, becoming Azora High is like fulfilling your destiny or the going over that hurdle. Like everybody kind of has their own Azora High moment, like Davos, Theon, Daenerys, Jon, and everybody kind of is their own Azora High. That could be a cool video too. Well, yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the news. There's some pretty sweet news. Game of Thrones wins at the 2018 SAG Awards. So that's pretty sweet. We're going to just go through the article here at Watchers on the Wall, and it says the 24th Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards took place this evening, which was last night, hosted by actress Kristen Bell. The ceremony aired on TBS and TNT, and Game of Thrones was represented with 3 nominations for outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a comedy or drama series, and so on. So they actually ended up winning last night, and there is so many names here, really honestly. Crazy. I mean, the Spoils of War episode, everybody knows that we set the record for setting a record amount of stuntmen on fire. I know that there's going to be absolutely amazing stuff in season 8 too. Hopefully we can kind of get some of the inside scoop on that sooner than later. But yeah, really, really, really great for them to win more awards. Not that they need more awards, but I mean, hey, we'll take it. The next podcast episode, Herb, is actually going to be out, I believe, on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Gemma is just getting back from Amsterdam today, so usually we upload our podcast on Mondays and Tuesdays. That's why you got the 2 episodes last week, because we knew that you guys weren't going to be getting. Because Gemma was going to be getting back today, and there was no reason to like just rush everything. It takes a lot of time to edit a 30 or 40 minute episode of content, right? It takes like a good dozen hours. So So yeah, that will probably be out on Friday. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to check with Gemma on that one. I'm not 100% on that, Herb, but you guys will be getting the Q&A episode this week, and there's so many amazing questions from patrons, from all of the subscribers, from both channels, from Gemma's channel, my channel, and yeah, that's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be sweet. And then the week after that, I guess I can spoil it. Gemma might get mad at me, but it's fine. On my channel, we're actually going to be breaking down the Forsaken chapter. Euron's brother, Aeron Greyjoy, who's a priest of the Drowned God. And that's actually a sample chapter that George has read from The Winds of Winter, and it's really, really nuts. There's lots of H.P. Lovecraft influences in there. It's a really, really dark chapter. There's lots about religion and taking psychedelics and dreams and all sorts of crazy stuff about war and visions. It's really sweet. So we're going to be breaking down that chapter after this week. It'll be the Forsaken chapter breakdown. Me and Gemma are going to go through literally every line of that chapter and try to give our best estimation of what will happen after this chapter and try to understand what's going on. So yeah, that's one of both of our favorite chapters. And it's not even released yet in the book, but we really, really love that chapter. All right, so yeah, the SAG Awards, huge, everyone. Game of Thrones gets another prestigious award. I mean, I can just go over. There's literally 50 names to read off here. I'm not going to do that. Peter Dinklage was also nominated in the category of Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor. I mean, you could have put up a bunch of different actors for great performances. You know, Alfie Allen's amazing year in and year out. You know, Kit Harington was amazing last year. There's, you know, Liam Cunningham and all sorts of different actors that could really get awards for Game of Thrones and their acting. I mean, that's one thing we can take pride in. You know, between the books and the show, we're really, really lucky. There's just absolutely phenomenal content in both. Oysters, clams, and cockles. Oysters, clams, and cockles. But cheers, everyone. I hope everyone had a great weekend. What have you all been thinking about the new videos? I've been putting a lot of research into my new videos. I've tried a little bit of a different format where I talk, instead of talking about the end game right away, I talk about everything kind of before the end game. Have you guys been enjoying the new videos, the new structure of videos? I think I'm just going to stick with that format going on. I love doing the research from actual human history and taking all of, talking about the hero's journey, or I can talk about King Arthur and stuff like that, or, you know, the War of the Roses and, you know, all the historical religious preferences and you know, Greek mythology and Norse mythology. I'm going to get into all of that with all of my videos because there's so many influences that George takes from throughout human history and myth. And yeah, I think I'm just going to continue with that. Awesome. So let's see who's in the chat. We got 50 people watching right now. We got My Jolly Sailor Bold, Garden Girl Inc., Aaron Willoughby, Jerry Lee, Mel of Winterfell, Marika. We have Wes. We have Amy True. We have Black Olive, Herb, Coswell, Christian, Olas. We have Kira. We have Alpin Tiger. We have Two Pieces, One Puzzle. Who else? We have Neferatum. We have Carrot Cake. Let's scroll up here. We have Scotty, Richard. We have Forrest. We have... Go up. Emilio, what's going on, Emilio? We have Michael Palmer up there. We have Julia. She said she couldn't stay for very long. She has to go take her kids to football. Oh, no, Julia's still here. But yeah, welcome, everyone. One thing that's also amazing, too, is that we've actually, I think it's the 22nd of January today, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it's the 22nd. But we've had 19 new patrons on Patreon this month, and we're actually 8 away from 70, which is insane. So we're getting kind of closer and closer and closer to the goals, which is really, really awesome. So thank you so much to all of the new patrons for the channel. Hey, what's up, Toby? What do we want to talk about, though? Let's just kind of wing it, and we'll go where you guys want to go. We can talk about some of the stuff that's going to be new with the channel that's going to be coming up. We can talk about more Game of Thrones news. We could talk more about some of the videos I've been doing lately, Jaime Lannister's Azor High. We can talk about Ragnarok that we did in the podcast, me and Gemma. We can Yeah, we can do really whatever. We can do a Q&A, and you guys can answer all of or ask all of your questions. I'm really up for whatever. You guys let me know. Chai tea with mint. I'm telling you, perfect combo. Fresh actual mint is a spoon. That's where it's at. I'm telling you. Greek history, yes. Roman history, Greek history. You love the stream with Sir Hunt, Aaron? Yeah, Sir Hunt's actually tweeted at Sue the Fury, who's helping organize Con of Thrones, and he's trying to get a Daenerys Targaryen versus Jon Snow panel for Con of Thrones, me versus Sir Hunt debating each other on why Daenerys will be queen. Sir Hunt would pick Daenerys to be queen, and why Jon Snow would be king. Me versus him. That would be kind of cool. AS, you think Bran is the Night King? I mean, I think he will enable him in a sense, but he's not the Night King physically. I don't think he's the same person as the Night King. Hey, 7 blessings, Michael. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Azor Achai. Cheers to that, Scotty. Cheers, everyone in the chat, by the way. Cheers to 2018 and good health and happiness. Hey, John, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. So we've been, me and Gemma have been starting to make plans for Con of Thrones and whatnot. That's going to be pretty crazy. Some of you have been reaching out and letting us know that you're going to be going. We're gonna organize something to all get together and hang out. It's going to be really sweet. I'm super excited for that. You think so? AS says, I think he wargs back and turns into the guy that becomes the Night King. Yeah, I've heard that theory before. I don't think that's going to happen. It makes sense to try that. I think it's more likely that Bran gets stuck in the weird net looking for answers of how to stop him. I think that Bran's going to become really powerful at some point. But what about the shirts, everyone? Come on. Yo, these are sweet. I actually I'm hoping to sell 10 in the next 21 days. So if you do want one, we have mugs, we have t-shirts, we have men's t-shirts, women's t-shirts. I can add more stuff too, but come on, people. How sweet is this shirt? Let's be honest. It's hype, right? In the description of the video, everyone, you can check it out. I drink my Azor Achai with a splash of Jojen paste. Ugh. Yeah, Jojen didn't make it that far, huh? Just ordered a new fridge. Super excited about that, actually. A nice new stainless steel fridge. I'm going kind of crazy on the health kick right now. Like I'm meal planning every day, cooking extra healthy food and stuff like that. I'm trying to get in shape a little bit. I gotta look good. growing the Tormund beard out so I can cosplay at Con of Thrones as Tormund. That's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm gonna try to pull it off. I don't know if I can though. Yeah, Scotty, Marika, if anybody who wants a shirt, they're pretty reasonably priced too. Like I just went with the suggestion with what they said was a decent price, and I just put it on. I think it's $21.99 American for a t-shirt, and I think it's like 27 Canadian or something like that. It's pretty sweet. Alpine Tiger, have I met any actors? Actually, yes, I have. I've met Serial Pharrell. Miltos Yarlemu, he's awesome. I talk to him on Twitter sometimes. Kate Dickey, who plays Lysa Tully, she's actually going to be hanging out with me and Gemma probably at Con of Thrones. We invited her out to have a glass of wine with us, so she actually might be joining us. That's going to be pretty sweet. We got to meet David Peterson, who created the Valyrian language and all the languages for the show. He's really cool. I got to hang out with him for a little bit. We ended up giving him a gift from Shire Post Mints, if anybody's ever heard of them, and they make like the Valyrian steel coin, like the Valar Morghulis coin. And we ended up hanging out with him for a little bit. Who else did we meet? We met quite a few. Paula Fairfield, who does all of the sound on Game of Thrones, she's super cool. We got to chill with her for a little bit. We met young Hodor. We met a bunch of them. For Con of Thrones this year, Roz is going. The first ever Marcella. Part of me is going, and Kate Dickey is going again, Lysa Tully. So yeah. Yeah, I know the postage isn't great to UK, Amy. I actually said it in US because 60% of my viewership is in US, so I set it in the US, so it's gonna be like I live in Canada. I could set it in Canada, but that would make it more difficult for everyone, right? So I set it in US. That's what it is. I didn't really have any other better options, so I really apologize for the posting stuff, but that's the kind of the best I could do. What will happen to Jorah in the end? He either Daenerys either dies and he survives, or he dies for Daenerys. Pretty simple. You like in the midday streams? Yeah, I figured, you know, until me and Gemma started to get a better schedule for everything, we're gonna do some streams for you, but you know, not as often as, you know, weekly, but maybe like once a month or something. But we might do some more night streams. But I figured because, you know, a lot of the people from Europe and UK and all that, you guys have been asking me to do streams, and I usually do them at like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a little bit after dinner my time. But I've really been enjoying the streams during the day. And then I feel inspired after, you know, to chat with everyone, or some of you reach out to me. By the way, start reaching out to me, people. Let's chat. Let's spread the hype like wildfire. Let's do this. Let's keep on growing the Hype and Love community. In the description of this video, I have my Twitter, my Facebook, and I also have my Instagram. So if you guys want to chat, like, message me or whatever, say, hey Kyle, you talked about this in the video, or I had this theory, or I want to talk about this, or you have a question, or you just want to chat about life, let me know. Just hit me up. Yeah, there's a rumor. So spoiler alert, everyone. There's a rumor that I don't know if this is true or not. I don't think I believe it, John. I think it's coming out after the show. But the rumor is that Winds of Winter might come out in September of 2018. Now, if it does, I'm telling you right now, me and Gemma are going to cover every single goddamn chapter in that podcast. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'll read the shit out of that book. Spoiler alert. Dumbledore. Yeah, Miss Charam, do I ever think we will see a shy? I don't think so, no. Hey, Rosemary, nice to see you. What role will Melisandre have in the end? Oh, she's going to sacrifice herself to maybe revive someone, or do some sort of magical ceremony that ends up helping out Jon or something like that. She's going to interfere in some sort of way, and she's going to think it's going to have a positive impact. I'm not sure if it will or not, but she's going to do something. I think she has the right intentions. I mean, but in the end, who knows? Like, the White Walkers could, like, not be as evil as we think. You know what I mean? Hey, it's just a rumor. I personally don't think it's going to be coming out until a long time from now. Yeah, it was a New York bookstore, so I don't know how reputable it is, but we will see. We will see. They still haven't taken it down? Well, that's a disaster. I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to take way longer. I mean, I don't know. George takes his time. Think about it, everyone. I don't know. I think you guys know I'm usually positive, right? I don't think we're seeing the book for a while. I could be wrong, though, and like the books could be completely done and we're just getting razzed by George. George does like to troll everyone. Do you think War of the Usurper era Bobby B could beat the Mountain? Jack Finney? No, I don't think so. I don't think he can. I think the Mountain would kill him. There's not many people who can beat the Mountain. A live Mountain or Franken Mountain? Franken Mountain. Yeah, it'd be hard to kill him. We could get Winds of Winter before season 8. Like, I could be completely wrong on that. I don't know. For me, it's just. Anyways, we're moving on from Winds of Winter. Spoiler alert, everyone, if anyone hasn't heard. Maybe Winds of Winter might be out this year in September. Someone leaked it on a website, and it's all over. Hey, Helena, what's going on? Nice to see you. Make Jin great again. Heard they took it down? Yeah, it's possible. Amy says, I thought about it for quite a while that GRRM has a deal with HBO to hold the books back until the series is over. Yeah, George is filthy rich regardless, I think. I think he's probably maybe the most famous author on the planet. We could be wrong about that, but he's pretty close to that. So, I mean, he's happy. Rose says Winds of Winter needs to come out in 2018. It's perfect timing. Yeah, I think it would be great if it came out this year. Top 5 Warriors. Wow. Arthur Dayne, Jaime Lannister, Sandor Clegane, Jon Snow, and Sir Barristan. Does that make sense? I think those are 5 really good ones. Tolkien. What if the Franken Mountain can only be killed by fire? Yeah, I think Sandor's actually going to kill him with fire, Marika. I think that's going to happen. Lady Shar Sandor is the only one who can beat the mountain. Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. I think Sandor has to take him out. Brienne is in top 5. Yeah, she could argue. She could be argued for the top 5 as well. It's really hard, right? Like Sir Duncan the Tall, he was great too. Happy New Year, Eugene. Nice to see you, man. Drogon could eat the mountain. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Drogon eating the mountain. I mean, I don't know though. To get to Cersei, we obviously have to. To get to Cersei, we obviously have to get through the mountain, right? That's a thing. To get to Cersei, we need to get to the mountain. Since there's 72 people here, how about we do this? I'm feeling really generous today. What I would like to do is give away a t-shirt, an Azora Hype t-shirt. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to think of a question for you, and I'm going to give away the t-shirt. Just give me a second. I'm trying to think of a good question to give away the t-shirt for. All right. Is everyone ready? Is everyone ready? What was the name of the person that Sandor was helping build a church in Game of Thrones Season 6 when we saw him again? What was the name of the character that Sandor was helping build the church that ended up dying in the show? What was his name? Alpin Tiger, Brother Ray. All right. Alpin Tiger, do you live in the U.S., by the way? Doesn't matter. Alpin Tiger is the winner of an Azora Hype t-shirt. Everybody, let's show some love to Alpin Tiger. Alpin Tiger got there real fast. I guess can be called a couple of I mean, it's like a bunch of characters mashed up, but in the show, that's what I was saying in the show. You don't, hey? Where do you live again, Alpin Tiger? Oh, God. It's going to be crazy amounts of shipping for me, right? Oh, well. Congratulations. You won an Azora Hype t-shirt. All right. Helena. Oh, we got a donation. That's going to help with my postage. Thank you very much. His name was some dude. Girl in a skirt, girl in a skirt, girl in a skirt. Hey. Odin from American God. Yeah, I still haven't seen that show yet. I heard it's good, though. Thank you very much for the donation, milady. Genesis, thanks. I've really been having fun lately with the vids. Emilio says, Kyle, will Bran be Jaime's doom in his fever dream when a storm of storms? He says, what lives in the darkness is doom, and Bloodraven says to Bran that the darkness will make you strong. We talked about that in the Ragnarok podcast the other day. It's definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Like we said, and for some of you that have watched the podcast, Bran could be Fenrir, the great beast, the son of Angerboda, the frost giant. So that's pretty interesting. And Fenrir's thought to bring about the Ragnarok, like he's going to destroy the world. He will just become so large he would end up destroying the world. Of course, you know, there's Surtur, the fire giant, who's supposed to set the world aflame, and then there's Jormungandr, who is the serpent that encircles the sea, this giant serpent. Is American Gods good? I heard they got a new producer for the show though, so like things are in limbo. So things are changing. So yeah. Do you think that Mel says, do you think that they are halfway through filming like Peter Dinklage said? Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're probably going to be done in June, but I mean, they're not releasing it. They're going to take their time editing it and all that and making sure that it's really, really, really nicely and perfectly done in the in the studio, I think. I mean, it's going to be a spectacle for television. There's a lot of effects, right? So that kind of stuff takes a lot of work. Neil Gaiman, that's correct. Yeah. No worries, Emilio. Nice to have you. Leslie says Q&A is overhyped. Will the horn found along with the dragon glass of the Fist of the First Men be used in the Battle for Dawn? I think it would make such an epic scene. Yeah, I think it's possible that it is. We talked about I talked about in my video the other day. Spoiler alert: there was an article from Watchers on the Wall talking about a scene from episode 1, and it's possible that there's a horn blown in that scene. And the person most likened to Heimdall, who blows the horn in Ragnarok, is actually Samuel Tarly, and Samuel Tarly has the horn of winter, I believe. I think it is, and I think that it would make sense since Sam was a watcher on the wall and Heimdall was the watcher of the Bifrost Bridge, kind of like their version of the wall. That if he blew the horn of winter, I mean, if Sam still has it, I'm assuming that it's going to be part of the story. I mean, Dragonglass is, and that horn, maybe it was just written out of the show, and Dragonglass is the only important thing. I don't know, but I'm hoping, I'm thinking that in the books, it 100% means something. There's the Dragon Binder in the books, obviously, as well too. There could be a Kraken horn as well in the books, but yeah. So I think Sam is the closest character to Heimdall. Obviously, George doesn't do one for once, though, right? So he's like splitting up multiple characteristics into multiple characters' plot lines or personalities. Sorry, like the new room. Yeah, I'm looking at it too. It's far from done. I'm gonna get a bookshelf with some, like all my Game of Thrones books and stuff in here. I'm gonna get some better lighting so we can make it nice and clear in here. And but I'm really like, and I love chilling in this room. It's nice and relaxing too. The natural sunlight is great in this room. The ending will not flop like The Sopranos. Trust me, it will not. It's not going to be open-ended. I'll tell you that. Yeah, the sound is better in this room too. Thank you. Hey, Jesse, what's going on? Nice to see you. Targaryen Ninja. I love the name, by the way. Thank you for the question. Anthony Zarate says, I hope I'm saying that correctly, by the way, man. When do you think Winds of Winter is coming out? We just spoke of this, Anthony, and I think that it's going to come out after the show. That's my prediction, but there's a rumor that it's coming out in September. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. There is quite a few possibilities. Michael Palmer, how cool would a Kraken White be taking out the Greyjoys? So an undead Kraken taking out the Greyjoys? Well, that would be nuts. This is a medium, and I'm 5'10", 180-ish. So I don't know. You're pretty tiny. You're probably a medium fits. This is a medium. This is a medium. So I don't know. It's all good. It's all good. Small, medium, Helena. No large though. You don't want to be swimming. You don't want to be swimming in the shirt. Yeah, I'm really happy with the shirts. Blaze Manga did an amazing job. Also, I don't know if any of you know who Ertach Altanaz is. Do you guys know who Ertach is? Let's go grab his stuff right now. 1 second. All right, everyone. Here's what we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to share this. I'm going to screen share and show you Ertach. He's actually going to be doing a special Sandor Clegane piece for me. All right. So here's his most recent picture of the Long Night, everyone. You can kind of see the White Walkers in the background. He is going to be doing me a special Sandor Clegane piece. And we're going to put it on a t-shirt. How badass is that? Like, look at this. Like, look at how good his art is. It's so friggin' amazing. You guys need to go say, hey, what's up to him on Twitter, Ertach Altanaz. Blaze Manga have also been working on another concept for me. I don't want to spoil it though, because I just want to drop it. But there's gonna be other t-shirt designs. Order one this week. Thanks. Really appreciate that. The Fire and Blood book. I'm excited about that book too. Yeah, I'm excited about all the Targaryen histories. Buy a shirt just to frame it? Hell yeah. I'll sign it. Do you think the Weirwoods are like Awa from Avatar? I think they're like the trees of life. Yeah. Very, very similar. The concept of the soul within other elements of nature. We talked about this in the Old God podcast episode. Animism was one of the first ever forms of religion and creation that was explored by human consciousness. And it has a lot to do with there's the soul, a oneness that like we all share the same energy, all share the same part of the universe. And it's true. I think we do. I think that's kind of the concept that like the rivers, the forests, the trees, the streams, everything. It doesn't have a consciousness like not human consciousness, but it is alive like we are. Hey, Shay, what's going on? First time watcher through Sir Hunt's enjoying your stream. Thanks. Really appreciate Mark sending you here and glad you're having a good time. We have a blast over here. Give us a link, Lady Shar, for what? Let's be more specific. I have links for a bunch of stuff. Any news on the con? What's happening there? Roz, we talked about a little bit about it earlier, Helena. Roz is coming to the con. Esme Bianca, I believe her name is. I could be pronouncing her name. And Kate Dickey, Lisa Tully, and Amy Richardson is there. I think I'm going to be on a couple panels. I'm not sure yet. It's possible, but we're definitely going to be getting to any of you that are coming. We're going to organize a dinner. That's going to be super sweet. No sniffles. Yeah, no. I'm not sick anymore. The graphics? Yeah, that's 1 sec. Let me grab Ertach's site. I'm just going to pop that in the chat for everyone so you can check it out. Jen, your last video on Jamie and Azor Ahai was awesome. Yeah, thanks. It wasn't only my theory, by the way. It was inspired by other theories, but my spin on it, through the study of names, etymology, and Norse mythology, and religion, and all that, I came to kind of my own conclusion about how I think Jamie could possibly be Azor Ahai. Hey, yeah. Always trolling me. She's always saying, smash the dislike, smash that like button. Also, my goal is to get to 70 patrons by the end of the month. I know it's asking a lot, but if everyone just pledged $1, you can even pledge $1, everyone. It's less than a cup of coffee to become a patron, and you get bonus content from the podcast, from me. Just check it out. I'm saying Patreon is the bee's knees. Get to help me out, and I get to help you out. Which link doesn't work, Garden Girl? Hey, Wesley, nice to see you, man. Yeah, that beard. Which link, Jesse? Sorry, I have a bunch of links in the description of my videos. I put like 5, so I just want to make sure. Oh, really? It says it doesn't exist? That's really weird. Yeah, let me pop that in the chat for you guys again. This should work this time. There, try that one. There we go. Yeah, hey. What will be revealed in the crypts? I mean, you think John? Yeah, John's parentage will be revealed in the crypts of Winterfell. I think. No, will his parentage be revealed in the crypts? I don't think. Actually, think he's going to hear it in front of everyone in the throne room. And on the throne room, where Ned used to hear everything. I mean, yeah. Why is my brain just having a brain fart? In the main room in Winterfell where they hear and contest things. My goodness. My brain just farted right there. Sorry about that, everyone. The bonus content is really fun. Michael, have you spotted the foreshadowing of Cersei having a miscarriage? I'm thinking so. I mean, if she truly is pregnant, she's not going to have a baby. She's going to die soon. You think Jorah will be the the 1000th Lord Commander of the Night's Watch? It's possible. His connection with Sam too. Perhaps Sam gives him Heartsbane. I mean, Jorah gives away Longclaw to Jon, and then Sam gives Heartsbane to Jorah. That would be crazy. It's possible. Catherine says, does it hold the souls of those who bleed into the trees or just everyone they see? Yeah, I think those who bleed into the trees is pretty sweet. There doesn't seem to be any other characters named Jamie, and it doesn't sound very Lannister. Hey, later, Helena. Thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate that. Patreon makes you feel like part of the team, Kyle. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I know I talk about it a lot, but it really, really helps content creators like me and Gemma out for sure. For sure, Z's. It means you get to snuggle with me. Kidding. You can if you want, Michael. I mean, we're going to talk about a bunch of different stuff. You're more than welcome to type it out if you like. The chat just goes really fast. I'm just worried that people will miss it. Maybe you want to type it after the video and leave it in the comments section, and we can have a bigger discussion about that after. I can do a video on Cersei too. I haven't done a video on Cersei herself and like who she's likened to in history and whatnot. She's a really interesting character, so we can maybe do that. Tywin seems to hate Tyrion so much. Yeah, he got the Lannister name. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's crazy that he didn't kill Tyrion, right? It had that very Spartan vibe, like they in the story of the 300, well, at least in the movie, where the guy was like, yeah, they threw out this baby because he was too small. As the Lannisters has that very like Roman, the very Roman type of feel to them. John Haymaker, the $3.50 US donation. Thank you. That's like $75,000 Canadian. I appreciate that. Is Rob and Aaron going to play a role in season 8? A very small role. He's gonna be crushing on Sansa, but I think he's gonna play a pretty small role. Hey, Angelina. Hi, Kyle and everyone. Just home from work and popping by to say hi. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Maybe Joanna knew they weren't Tywins. I mean, Eris is trying to mess around with Joanna on Tywin's and Joanna's wedding night, right? So that's a thing. In short, season, Jamie says at the 62-minute mark, your baby will never be born if the death comes south. 15 minutes later, the wall comes down. And that could be like a symbolic way of the you know what I mean? Like the baby not like your body breaking down as well. That could be a thing. Hey, Sir Darkheart, what's going on, my man? Dude, I'm crushing on Sansa and I'm 100% hetero, says Sonny McLeod. Hey, Whatever makes your boat flow, whatever grinds your gears. Hey, Kyle, do you think the Night King is a necromancer or just working the dead? I mean, he's got magical blood, and Children of the Forest imbued him with some sort of elemental object that gets him power. I think he's a Stark. I think he's Brandon of the Bloody Blade. Hey, what's going on, Miss Shadow? My husband is okay with it. He likes redheads. Do you believe Howland Reed isn't season 8, Isle of Faces, Order of the Green Men, etc.? Any thoughts? Yeah, I did a video on this recently talking about Bran too, how I thought that Howland Reed was going to be crucial to, because things happen in threes, right? Think about it. Bran went to the past and saw things through visions. Samuel read it through text. So visions, text, and then someone that was actually there, that's kind of, confirmation, right? So I think that all those three people together could confirm Jon's parentage. I have wondered if Cersei would become the new Night's Queen. She's very, very much like Hel, Angrboda the Frost Giant in Norse mythologies. She's the Queen of the Dead. She's very much like the Queen of the Dead. Yeah, no worries, D. Nice to have you. Michael says, I see it as that she will have a miscarriage. Death comes from the south, and that will be the little brother of Tommen, Myrcella, and Joffrey fulfilling their prophecy. I think it's Jaime. Angelina says, talking of floating boats, are we going to see Euron in Silent, in the Silent, aka Forsaken chapter in season 8? I think we're going to see some really messed up stuff from Euron in season 8. Yeah, I think they're going to have to put some. They got to do a better job than they did with Euron. I mean, so far he's just been really crappy. He's been more of like what Sandor is for the comedic element of the show for that part of the story. It's not, I haven't really been that impressed with him except for, where he's killing the sand snakes. That was okay. He's way better in the books. We're actually going to be covering the Forsaken chapter next week on the podcast, Angelina. My Jolly Sailor Bold, Garden Girl Inc. with the Night King marching to King's Landing. Yeah, I think he's going to make it to King's Landing. In my Jaime Lannister Azor Ahai video, spoiler alert, I say that Jaime is going to become Lightbringer by igniting the Red Keep and literally making like an intense moment of brightness in the sky. Like the Red Keep's going to, and the Long Night is there, and then Jaime's going to blow up the Red Keep, and everyone's going to see it. Like Jon, everyone else is going to see it. And that's going to be the moment that the tide turns on the Night King. Jaime will have sacrificed himself for the very thing he tried to prevent. You think the mystery of Bronn's history will be revealed? I don't think it's ever going to be revealed, no. I think he'll get his castle, though. I think he'll get his castle, at least in the show. For sure he will in the show. I mean, they'll give Bronn whatever he wants in the show. They could have used someone meaner for Euron, but I guess he looks kind of like Alfie, so I get it. I don't think it's necessarily a mistake with the casting. I think it's a mistake with how they've been portraying him. I think, I think the most likely scenario is the twins, because the Freys are going to be out of the picture, and Bronn's already been there, so he'll say something funny about a bridge or something, you know what I mean? I don't know. I could see a funny conversation going down with him at the end. So are you going to tell me the end of that joke while we're going down this bridge? Or something like that, you know what I mean? Or walking around this bridge. And that accent was terrible. Please forgive me. I will never do a Bronn accent again. Hey, Alpin Tiger. $5 donation. Really appreciate that. Put it towards the postage for your shirt. Bronn is not such a big character in the books. Yeah, I know he's not. But I mean, here's the thing too. That's the beautiful thing that we got the books and the show, right? Because they're two different mediums that we can interpret the story. Visually and actual people acting out the story and visual effects and all that kind of stuff has a different type of effect than you reading something and you imagining it. So yeah, I'm not gonna be doing any accents. Actually, I tried to imitate Gemma the other day. Um, you know, it was pretty funny. I stopped doing it after a while. I mean, I can be a troll, you know what I mean? Alpin's super hyped about the shirt. Make sure you email me, Alpin, just so you can give me all your information where I gotta send it. How's my newfie? My newfie's real bad. Just don't even. I'm not gonna do any more accents. Hey, we got another Patreon on Patreon. We are up to 63. Catherine Bassett. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you so much. We have another patron, everyone. Everybody show some love in the chat. We are almost getting to 70. I think we can. How many more days are left in January? There's 9 days left. We can maybe get there. Hell yeah. Everybody show some love in the chat for Catherine. All the best names start with K. I think season 8 is going to be amazing, everyone. That's my genuine feeling on it. I think that we're going to see so much of what we want and so much that is unexpected as well. But I think that since it's the last season, they know they have to make it amazing. Whether we like season 7 or not, I think this season is going to be way better than season 7. I think that season 7 had some setting up to do for the final season. This is the final battle. Okay, we're getting White Walkers against dragons, and the final battle of humankind against humankind, and all that. Like, it's going to be nutter butters. Oh, there's going to be direwolves, 100%. You think we'll see anything of Edmure Tully or Howland Reed, says Michael? I think we're going to see Howland Reed. Edmure, I'm not so sure, though. There was a funny meme of, when Jon Snow got arrested for being drunk, and then they're like, oh, they're not putting Ghost in the budget or whatever? Or they're not putting Ghost in season 8, and then they made the meme of, like, Kit freaking out because Ghost isn't in it or whatever. Who will be in the opening shot of season 8? I think it's going to be Tormund and Beric Dondarrion. We want Ghost. 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 Yeah, we want Ghost. Hashtag, okay, everyone, we can do this. I'm not even typing well. I'm terrible. Free Ghost. Hashtag free Ghost, everyone. Liasi Lasny knows what's up. $16 million an episode equals Ghost. Yep, it does. Yeah, Tormund might not make it. Want some sour goat's milk? I can't even do Tormund. I'm gonna have to work on that accent before Con of Thrones if I'm gonna cosplay as him. I gotta get more buff though. I gotta go to the gym so I can be more like a wildling. You want one ghost every episode? I know, Alvin. You keep on talking about Stranger. The Hound's horse. See, his name will be drama. It's gonna be nuts. Bring back Nymeria too, but hashtag free ghost. Seriously, everyone. you need a tall woman to be Brienne. Kevin Pierce says, "What's up, Kyle? Came in late, but do you think Jamie and Brienne will confess their love to one another?" I think that's possible. I think that it could go unspoken too, but I think that at this point we know that they care about each other. Maybe they have a little journey and they're able to express it more than we've seen previously. I think that one of them is going to survive for sure, and I think that's probably going to be Brienne. I don't think Jaime's surviving. I do not think that Jaime Lannister is going to survive the story, everyone. Unfortunately. Save the animals of West. Hashtag save the animals of Westeros. You know, how weird is it that they built the crypts from the bottom and not up? From the bottom up? I don't know. I'm not a crypt expert, but I guess that's pretty weird. Drogon snarl at each other to get attention from Jon. That would be hilarious. Drogon would eat ghost for a snack, though. So, Michael De La Parra. There has been a lot of discussion that Valyrian steel won't kill the Night King. Could Heartsbane do it? Maybe Dawn can do it because that was forged from the heart of a meteorite. And it's possible that Jon has to kill Daenerys to make a Valyrian steel blade into Lightbringer, or Jaime killing Cersei. That's another thing. Jaime stabbing Cersei with Widow's Wail to create Lightbringer, or if he's Azor Ahai. Is it possible that Winterfell is a Valyrian outpost? Like the Gargoyles of Dragonstone? I don't know. I don't think so. D helps. I think if anything, Winterfell would have the Winter Kings awaken. If there's some sort of device to do that, maybe the Horn of Winter could do that. This is the best lunch break at work ever. I'm glad I had it right on your lunch break, homie. Thanks again for the pledge on Patreon, Catherine, and to everyone. There was a bunch of you on Patreon that like upped their pledges, which is amazing. So really, really appreciate that. Two pieces, one puzzle, Kyle. They put the Kings of Winter in the crypts, but don't seem to count. But don't seem to count toward there always being a Stark in Winterfell. Yeah, so there always has to be a Stark alive in Winterfell. Alpin Tiger says, been in Iceland last year at the Game of Thrones tour. They told us how it came that in some scene the horses were suddenly missing. They couldn't bring in their original horses to Iceland. Makes sense. Iceland is beautiful. I don't want to run away and go explore Iceland. I still plan on going at some point. I want to go before season 8 and get some footage for all of you guys. Here, one sec. Let me see if I can show you my camera setup. I got this. See, and I got my tripod. And you can like and you can carry it around, and you can kind of like do this, or you can walk around and like film everything, and you can watch it. It's got like a flip out screen, and you can like check everything out and get all sorts of different shots and stuff. I'm bringing this to Con of Thrones with me. I'm going to be getting all sorts of footage, some interviews, hopefully, for you guys and stuff. Me and Gemma are going to do a live podcast together there at Con of Thrones. So we're going to be actually doing some content together. You'll get to see us in person, some film content. So that's going to be super sweet. Yeah, it's an expensive camera too. I went all out and made sure it was one of the better ones that you can get. And I got to get a new lens. I want to get a couple lenses to make sure I can do different kinds of shots and stuff. But yeah, we're going to be getting some actual live content from Con of Thrones. I'm going to try to get some interviews with like Smokescreen and other people. Maybe get like, we're having a beer or something and having like a conversation about what we think is going to happen in season 8, stuff like that. My tripod's name is Podrick. Yo! Well done, chat. Give yourselves a hand. Wow. This is why I love you guys so much. Wow. Well done. Everyone, we have a name for the tripod. Its name is Podrick. Tripodrick. Oh, God. The Tripodrick. Who came up with that? Who came up with the name Podrick for the tripod? Was that you, Sonny McLeod? Whoever came Whoever came up with the name Podrick for the tripod, I want to give them. I want to give you the Dunk and Egg audiobooks. I'm doing another giveaway. Screw it. Who came up with that name? Please tell me. It was Marika. Okay, Marika, contact me. Hit me up. I'll hit you with the Dunk and Egg audiobooks. Garden Girl says the White Queen of Winter is one of the several kings and queens turned to stone. She comes back to life, if I remember correctly, because of a bell. Ooh, so perhaps a horn could do that. Yeah, I don't know. There's this idea that the Night Queen could be in the lowest parts of the Crypts of Winterfell, because there is hot springs in Winterfell, and that can kind of hold the magic of, because it is one of the castles built by Bran the Builder, and some people believe, because it has the same magic that holds the wall together, it could keep the White Walkers from getting in. The Drowned God of Titsawine, not Thrones related, but I know you like IPAs like myself. If you haven't tried Hot Slam by Bell's Brewery, you should. It's my favorite brewed in your hometown. Where's that from, Drowned God? I'll take a look. Actually, if you can type that in the description of this or in the comment section, remind me about it, because yeah, that'd be crazy if I could try some new IPAs out. But put it in the comment section or I'll forget. Yeah, if there's a dragon or some sort of beast under Winterfell, like the Night Queen, that would be pretty sweet. There's Jesse. There's a lot of other content creators that have good videos on the Crypts of Winterfell. There's a bunch. Gemma for one. Leslie, the Crypts have been featured way too many times throughout the series not to be featured in the final season. Yeah, we're gonna see. Well, actually, spoiler alert, everyone! Spoiler alert! There was an article from Watchers on the Wall the other day that says we're gonna see the Crypts of Winterfell in 2 or 3 episodes next season. So don't worry, we're gonna see it. That's huge. The fact that we're seeing it 2 or 3 times, that means a big deal. Could it be Lightbringer that Winterfell was built on top of? It's maybe Lightbringer is a dragon. I don't know. That'd be crazy. Or some sort of sword. I don't know. Wasn't the Ward King in line with the Children of the Forest? There's stories about that. Could the Horn wake the Kings of Winter in the Crypts? Yeah, I think it's possible that Sam maybe does it. You guys heard me talking about Heimdall earlier and how he blows the horn in Ragnarok theory. That could be a possibility. And if Sam does have that horn, we haven't seen anybody else have a horn. They've, tempered the amount of horns that we've, in the books, there's a bunch of different horns. There's only one horn in the show, and we haven't seen it for forever. So it's possible that happens. No theme to the live stream, Kyla. We're just going all out. Yeah, those plot leaks, I dived into them. They're just bad. There's no way that's happening. Especially the first one. It was really bad. Kyle, I've got to go cook burgers, raising my glass to you. Speak later, Angelina. Nice to see you. Another AA. Get it? Azora hype. Angelina. Hi. She's a cousin. There we go. Leslie says, Azora hype. One of all the character deaths in Game of Thrones, Ned is still the most devastating. I'd love to see him reveal his Jon parentage through a Bran vision. I actually think that Bran is going to pull Jon into a vision after Jon. So here's how I think it goes down. I think that after Jon figures out that he's Aegon, he's going to go reflect at the Heart Tree where Ned used to clean his sword, ice. I think that Bran's going to go there, going to touch the tree, going to touch Jon, and he's going to bring it back and show all the sacrifice that Ned made. That's pretty crazy, right? That would be nuts. That would be amazing. But I think it's actually really possible that if one person wants to get taken back in time through the Weirwood net, it's Jon. 100% John will know his parentage. John's going to know his parentage. There's absolutely no way he doesn't. I think John's going to survive the whole series. I think what's going to happen is him and Daenerys are going to have a child. Dany's going to die, and then he's going to end up in the same situation that Ned did, having to raise that child without a mother. You know what I mean? But he's the father, and having understood the amazing sacrifices that Ned made, he's still back in the same spot, but with the opportunity to move forward in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Because things are happening in a similar fashion. They're kind of repeating themselves through different people's lives, but it's different because they will have an opportunity to change things moving forward. It will still be bittersweet. Don't get me wrong. It's going to suck. But I think that's just going to happen. There could be more children of the forest, John. I mean, we can possibly see them at the Isle of the Faces, maybe. That could be a thing. So everyone, make sure, I'm not ending the video yet. I just want to make sure to tell everyone in the description of this video, we do have links to my Twitter. We have links to my Facebook and also a link to my Instagram. If you do want to chat and reach out to me and chat and talk about theories or stuff that you would like to see on the channel, or give me any feedback, things that you would like to see. Also, we have links for Patreon if you want to support the channel, and for all of you that are here, we have a link to the t-shirt. We have mugs, stickers, and t-shirts for men and women. I think there's like 6 different colors each. So links in the description of this video if you guys want to reach out to me or want to sign up for anything. Also, Targaryen Ninja, do you think Alistair Thorne was foreshadowing that Jon can't die because he will be fighting the wars forever? That's definitely an interesting quote, right? I think it alludes to the possibility of that. And then Jon obviously says he doesn't want to be brought back again to Melisandre. So there's this conflicting element of, will Jon die? Jon's definitely willing to sacrifice himself. That's not an issue. So it's going to be really interesting. I think one of Jon or Daenerys is going to die. I could be wrong and they could both survive, but who knows? I don't know. They could both survive, maybe. I just think that's... Well, I think it's going to be tragic and one of them's going to die. I think it's more likely to be Daenerys. If you think about it, Daenerys' destiny is like always been, I'm going to take the Iron Throne. I'm going to take the Iron Throne back. And Jon's always been like, we need to protect the realms of men. We need to protect the realms of men. And I think their destinies are going to kind of switch, where Daenerys is going to have to sacrifice herself to break the wheel, but differently than she intended. Break the wheel of the White Walkers. So she's breaking the wheel so that Jon can continue on picking up the pieces. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? So Daenerys will break the wheel by sacrificing herself for the common good, and then Jon will be able to rebuild in her image, type of deal. That kind. I think that's where they're going with this work. It's pretty obvious that Daenerys can sit the Iron Throne. I mean, she's got dragons. She can just kill Cersei at some point, right? But I don't know. It could be cliche too, because Jon is the orphan boy growing up, knowing that he's not royalty, raised by his uncle, et cetera, et cetera. That's a story that's been told a bunch of different times throughout human history. But I just think that it makes more sense for Jon to do that. Hey, Christian Winterfell, $10 donation. What's going on, man? Hey, bro, sorry I missed the show. I did hear a bit about the horn. From what I heard, it's just Samwell's horn to raise the dead. Samwell's horn to raise the dead, just like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I think that's where they might be going with it. Like Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, they raise the Kings of Winter and they kind of combat the White Walkers, who are also the army of the dead, but the Kings of Winter are fighting for the side of the living. That's pretty cool. Show some love to Crypt of Winterfell, everyone. One of our amazing patrons, been super freaking helpful, super freaking helpful, and really nice. There's also a possibility that Sam is the narrator, like Scarlett says, kind of like a Bilbo Baggins figure, someone that's writing the Song of Ice and Fire But, and he's telling the story to someone like Baby Sam or Daenerys and Jon's child of Dany and Jon both die. I think what's going to end up happening is that Baby Sam and Jon and Dany's child are going to be looked at as like the future Adam and Eve kind of. You know what I mean? Just don't tell anyone how ancient I am. Crypt of Winterfell was born in the Jurassic Age. Everyone survived the asteroid, meteor, and all. Mike Jolly Sailor says Dany and Jon had lived parallel lives, so they had similar fates. The thing is that Daenerys knew that she's been royalty all of this time, right? That's different from Jon. They have experienced the same kind of King Arthur style of journey. You know what I mean? Living in exile or living under the guise that they don't know their own real identity. Yeah, Little Leaf, you could be completely correct, but I think it's going to be pretty sad. Oh, no. It did suck that we had to put down our first pet. Kept eating the neighbors. Sorry to hear that. We got 85 people here. We had 63 likes. Come on, everyone. Let's hit that like button if you're enjoying this stream and having a good time. Really, really appreciate all of you coming to hang out today. I do think that Jon and Dany are going to have a baby. I think that it's boy or girl. Oof. I think it might end up being a girl. I think it might end up being a girl. Possibly. I don't know. I think girl because femininity represents life. I dream of spring. I could be wrong though. The idea of that girl becoming queen later on. Twins? That would be interesting, kind of like Luke and Leia. Live stream on the first day of a new job. This is lit. You got this, Sarah. You got this. I think it's going to be a girl. Little badass like Lyanna Mormont Blackheart. I think it could be, yeah. A girl that starts a new house. We'll see. Okay, let me ask everyone in the chat a question then. Do we think so? If you had to pick one, who do you think survives, Jon or Daenerys? That's my question, I guess. A girl called Lyanna? Yeah. If it's a boy, it's going to be Ned. If it's a girl, it's going to be called Lyanna. So, Jon? Jon's going to survive? Wow. Overwhelming that Jon's going to survive? Huh. This is really interesting. So all of you think that Jon is going to die. Wow. I'm not liking this very much, everyone. You guys know how much I like Jon, so. Both Jon and Dany die. That would be such a change from George's original outline, right? I mean. No, Jon lives? I know I'm trolling you guys. I know I'm trolling you guys. I know. Yeah, I think Jon survives. I think he's the best candidate for more of a meritocracy. I think what's going to happen is kind of like a night of a round table situation, I think Jon, Samwell, Tyrion, And John will be there, but he will be like, okay, everyone, what do we do now? He's not just gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like, okay, let's all decide together. It sounds very corny, but still. Trolling his own damn stream. Come on now, you know I like to have fun. You'll become the new Night King. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any White Walkers in the end. I don't think this. I know a lot of people think there's going to be a pact and the cycle will repeat itself. I don't see it happening. I think it's going to stop. Later, Fancy Ams. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. So what do we think, everyone? We're at 63 patrons right now. How many of you think you can become a patron for $1 or make a $1 donation? Imagine if that actually happened. I'd be so surprised if it did, but I think we can do it. By the end of the month, I think we can get to 70 patrons. We're at 63 right now. I believe in you. Blackheart the Broken has a good point. All magic will die with the White Walkers as well as dragons. Yeah, I think the White Walkers, dragons, I think the dire wolves are going to die too. I know, sorry, everyone. Ugh. I don't know. I think all magical beasts are dead. I think that Bran's going to die. I think that Jaime is going to die. Cersei's going to die. I think that so Bran, Cersei, Jaime, Daenerys. I think all four of those are going to die. And then I don't know about the rest. I think that Jon, Samwell, Arya, Tyrion, Theon, Brienne. Those are going to be like the main characters that are left over. Can Dany's dragons lay eggs? I don't think that's going to be a thing in the show. It could be in the books, maybe. The helps you have to watch some more of my videos. Yeah, I have a bunch. I made 2 playlists for everyone, by the way. I made a playlist for the podcast, so you can watch all 5 videos from the podcast that we have. And I also made a video for all of my most recent theory videos, like 5 or 6 of them, like the new format that I've been using. So yeah. D House, if you do want to go check it out, when you go click on my homepage, you will find a couple of different playlists with videos and whatnot. So yeah. Arya will become Lady of Winterfell. Arya is not going to become any lady. You know what I actually see for Arya, everyone? And I think this would be kind of crazy if we saw this. Arya returns to Bravos and she becomes an actress. I mean, that will essentially be becoming no one. She'll be giving up her identity, but she will still be Arya Stark. Right? That would be sweet. Crypts, the children of the forest survivor become extinct. I think that's going to be a really sad part of the ending. For sure, is that they're going to become extinct. Last scene of the show, a cast of dragon eggs in the Winterfell crypts. That could be pretty sweet. I think the last scene of the show is going to be Bran. So Bran's going to die physically. He's going to get stuck in the weirwood net. But he's going to upload himself, and he's going to war from the weirwood net. He's going to warg into a raven. We're hear that eerie White Walker music or Three-Eyed Raven music in the background, and he's going to be overlooking Winterfell as it's being rebuilt. That's just going to be the final scene. Telling you right now, that's going to be the final scene. Nymeria can only have puppies with ghosts. Don't we have enough incest? Oh my god, I know, right? Everybody, it's crazy. Everybody hates on the incest, but then they want wolf puppy incest. Double standards. I think Arya's gonna end up leaving Westeros. I think she's gonna have a similar fate to Nymeria. She's gonna find her own pack being that group of actors or actresses, and she's gonna travel the world and and be happy. This hashtag free ghost is enough, everyone. The puppy incest chat right now is not making me happy. Yeah, West of Wester or something like that. Hey, Blaze Hawkins, we got another patron. Everybody in the chat, show Blaze some loves. Woo! We got 2 patrons today. We're up to 64. We're getting close. Trying to get to that 70 mark. Puppy incest is not cool, by the way. Arya will be the new old Nan. Do you think we'll see a flash forward into the future from Bran or something? I don't know. That could be a cool ending. Hey, 2 pieces, 1 puzzle. Your Blaze, thank you. Really appreciate that. Everybody show Blaze 2 pieces, 1 puzzle some love. Could the Hound and Arya travel together? Wow, that would be amazing. Like Arya becomes kind of like a Roland from the Dark Tower. That'd be kind of sweet. Oh yeah, Clegane Wolf is going down in season 8 for sure. I think 100%. Any more Jack and the Gar Cruxies? Yeah, I think we're going to see Jack in season 8. I think we're going to see. It's already rumored that we're going to be, or it's. I think it's confirmed that we're going to be seeing Tycho Nestoris in the Iron Bank as well. Arya and Gendry are not having kids. I'm going to guarantee that for you. Sorry to not brighten your day, Sonny. Good question, Blackheart. I don't know if the Hound, I'm right on the fence, man. I think he could possibly die killing his brother, but I also think there's just a possibility where he just burns his brother. And, the She-Wolf and the Hound, I love that, Crips. I love that. Clean bowls. Puppy cest is money. Leslie, the costumes on Game of Thrones hold some meaning to the characters, especially Sansa. I feel she'd be killed because of the Theta necklace. It represents death. Yeah, I don't think so. Sansa is a survivor. She's going to be one of the people I think 100% survived the series. Tyrion, Samwell, and Sansa. Those are the 3 I'm set on. If I had to pick 3. Jon would be the next one. Sansa's going to survive. I am 100% positive on that. 100% positive that Sansa will die. I'm willing to fight anyone about it. I'm telling you. I'm willing to make bets, man. I'm willing to make bets on that one. I'm telling you, Sansa is going to survive. I know how many people dislike Sansa, but I'm telling you right now, she's going to survive. Will Hot Pie survive? Yeah, I think so. I don't know if we'll see him again, though. By the way, the actor that played Hot Pie actually has his own bakery in the UK, and he's making direwolf bread. No joke, right? How sweet is that? I would love to go and just engorge myself with, like, imagine going there and me filming and being like, "Hey, Mr. Hot Pie," and he's like serving direwolf breads. What? It's nuts. Sock eating territory. I've already done that once because I thought Lady Stoneheart would be on the show, but yeah, D-House, ice plus fire equals water, which is life. Yep. Sansa could survive and become the new Cersei. That is definitely a possibility. And we're Night Queen Sansa? No, that's not happening. I don't know exactly where it is in UK, but Hot Pie has his own bakery, and he's legit. This is real. Guys, I'm not trolling you. Hot Pie has his own bakery for sure. Seriously. And he's making direwolf bread. It's pretty sweet. I literally read the article like 2 weeks ago or something. We don't like Sansa, but we're just slow learners. Oh my God. Savage. That was savage, Phyllis. I'll fight you, Sonny. The bakery is online, so anywhere? Yeah, that's true. It's called You Know Nothing, John Doe. Yeah, really? That's sweet. Get it? That's sweet. Sweet bread? Oh, okay. Sorry, my jokes are bad. Jesse, you know what? I'm willing to make bets with you people. I swear. I'm willing to make bets with everyone that thinks Sansa dies. Like everyone. I swear. I'm ready to bet like tons of Azora hyped t-shirts. But if I win, you guys got to make donos to the channel. I'm telling you right now. I'm like 1,000% positive that Sansa's going to survive. She may even become queen. That's how certain I am of it. Sansa's going to marry Sweet Robin and throw him in the moon door. I don't think y'all want to be giving me like I'm going to clean up in this bet. No, I'll fight with me? Oh, I thought you were trying to fight me. Now you wanted to fight with me, and I'm trying to fight you. Oh my god. She's the new villain for the future books. Wrong. Everyone, what? Wait. Sorry, Targaryen Ninja. Do we know what do we know what to tell Targaryen Ninja? Fake news. Everybody put the fake news emoji in the chat. Sansa is not going to become the villain for the future books. People in the chat, tell me if you disagree or agree. And if you agree, you know what emoji to put in the chat. You know which one. I know someone's going to do it soon. I know someone's going to do it. No, that's not the one. Yeah, Jonathan Haymaker. There we go. There, Eduardo's got it. Yes. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, Targaryen Ninja. I apologize. Everybody loves doing this, and I love to see it. It just gets me so pumped. Yeah, yeah, Kyla, you can do a one-time donation anytime. So like you can donate on Patreon, and you can sign up, and then you like after 1 month you can just cancel your subscription if you want. Like the amount you donate. So like if you donate 5, you want to go down to 1, or if you want to go from 1 to 10 or whatever. Yeah, it's interchangeable anytime. It's not like forever. You're not like locked in for a full year or anything like that. But if you do want to, there's also the super chat donations. You might have seen some of the donations earlier where their question pops up and there's like yellow or blue background highlighting the text. It's right beside all the emojis. There's that $sign. Sometimes people donate there as well. Kind of like Twitch, if you know what Twitch is, and people just donate to the stream. But on Patreon, the money is a little bit different because YouTube takes like 30% or something like that from super chat. So I get like I think I get like 95 to 96% of the Patreon money. Okay, sorry, I just had to explain that. Neil says, in Denmark, there is a famous historical event called the Blood Value in Roskilde, where 3 kings are going to have a reconciliation party where King Nud is being killed. Cersei, then? That would that make sense? Arya makes hot pies yeast rise. Brian. Inappropriate. Crypt says, look, like this. The color changes as the donation goes up. I've seen it get pretty crazy on Smokescreen's lives when he goes live after the episode reviews. By the way, me and Gemma are 100% going to be doing episode reviews. I know it's pretty late for her, but for season 8, last season, we're going all out. Young race would have major problems. What is your next project with Gemma? Pat Stone, we have a Q&A this week on Gemma's channel. It's going to be up on Friday. Friday, I believe. I think we're recording on Thursday. I would like to see Sansa make it because of the stuff that she's been through. There is too much evidence to support her dying. Yeah, I agree. Let me get Gemma's channel for you, everyone. All right, I'm going to put it in the description of this video. Thanks for the donation again, Crypt. You've been insane, man. Donating so much money. You know what? Let's try to get Gemma to 70,000 subscribers. How many of you are subscribed to her channel? I'm guessing that most of you are. She's at 69,719. I'm going to put her Gemma's channel here. There we go. There's the link, everyone. That should work. Promise me no tears after Sansa dies. Oh, come on. Carrie, you'd like to hear my thoughts on Jaime and Bran? Yeah, I've just done 3 or 4 videos on Jaime and Bran in a row. We did the Ragnarok Norse mythology podcast, which just came out on Friday. Then I did a Bran video. Before that, I think it was a couple days before that. And then I did a Jaime's Azor Ahai video, which relates a lot to Bran as well. So. It's possible, maybe Era. I think that Gray's going to come on at some point, so that's definitely a possibility. But probably for like a one-time thing, though. D Help says, have a great day, man. Thanks for making my day with this video. I couldn't find out how to donate on here, though. Yeah, sometimes it's funky on the phone, D Helps. Usually beside the emoji sign, there's a dollar sign. Sometimes it only pops up on browsers in the computer and whatnot. Did you like the Norse mythology podcast? Yeah, I'm gonna do a bunch of Norse mythology videos this week. I think I'm gonna do a video on Cersei this week. I'm gonna really want to look into her character more. And yeah, me and Gemma are doing the Q&A on Friday, so I'm sure there's gonna be some questions that we answer from the Norse mythology podcast, and it's going to be interesting, Baylor. The end of the story, there's going to be so much that goes on. My goodness. I'll say this, and this is going to be the final thing I say before we end this video. I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to die, but I think the wheel is going to be broken. I don't think the White Walkers and the Dragons will be around the end. I think that there will be democratic change or the starting of that change. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Really appreciate all the donations from everyone. Really means a lot to me. Obviously, the patrons of the channel, the support. Thank you so much for the 2 new patrons. I believe it was Catherine, Blaze, and we just had another one. We're up to 65 patrons. We're 5 away from 70, everyone. Missy Palmer, thank you so much for becoming patrons. I really appreciate it. Like I said, really helps us content creators like me and Gemma. Also, if you do want to support the channel and support Blaze Manga, this amazing artist, I have Azor Hype t-shirts for sale. I have mugs. I have stickers. The description of this video, you can find Patreon and the links to these t-shirts. If you do want to chat with me and get in touch with me, social media, all the link to my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram is in the description of this video. And once again, everyone, I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Lots of news coming from the channel and new content as well. 7 blessings. Wait, 7 blessings? That's not hype and love. Hype and love.